as you look at this, we see that Dan, who is president of Blackmagic Design US, Dan is being interviewed at the NAB show in Las Vegas on the trade show floor, and it is noisy. And while I tried to use microphones that would reject a lot of that ambient noise, it's still there. If I select the audio clip and go up to here and select voice isolation, this is a single slider that as you play the clip allows you to reduce, not remove, but reduce the amount of background noise. The reason you don't want to remove it is all too often when you remove all of the noise, it damages the voice frequencies and the voice has a very artificial sound to it. But you can decrease them. And this is using AI to identify the noise, the background noise, and allow you to decrease it. That's in both the free and the studio version. But let's take that up a step. Turn off voice isolation and turn on dialogue leveler. Here, inside Dialogue Leveler, I can say reduce loud dialogue and or lift that which is soft and or reduce background noise with a slider. And we can have it be wider dynamics or lift soft stuff or whatever. In other words, Dialogue Leveler is voice isolation with more controls. And then there is a third option. If we switch over to the Fairlight page, which is Shift-7, here's the exact same clip. Notice over here, as part of Track Effects, I have Dialogue Leveler. To turn it on, you click the gray button. When a button is red, that effect is on. When a button is gray, the effect is off. And now when I click the Settings icon, which is here, it opens up the settings, and there's the exact same settings that we had inside the audio inspector in the edit page. In the edit page, I can only apply this to each individual clip. In Fairlight, I can apply it to the entire track, so all of the clips that need to be processed can all be processed using this one setting without me having to apply it to each clip, which gets me to an important point. When you're mixing audio inside Fairlight, you want to have all the same clip on the same track. So if I have clips that have noise, put them on a noise track. If I have a male actor, put him on his own track. A female actress, put her on her own track. In other words, Fairlight can handle thousands of tracks, just like Pro Tools. So never feel that I have to put everything on 3 tracks or the computer's going to collapse. Take advantage of multiple tracks. So I've got Dan talking in a noisy environment, he's on track 1. I'm talking in a quiet environment, I'm on track 2. I have a narrator, she's on track 3. I've got music on track 4. I can expand the number of tracks to make my mix with as much control as possible. In fact, the track effects, there's voice isolation is on track effects. But if you look at this, notice that there's no voice isolation. This is another really arcane interface. To get voice isolation as a track effect, click the 3 dots, go all the way down to Visible Track Effects, and check voice isolation. I'm going to do that. Go back to the 3 dots, go to Visible Track Effects, and click Dialogue Separator. Now, what Dialogue Separator does is amazing. If I turn Dialogue Separator on and click the controls, this is everything that I had in voice isolation on a single slider or voice leveler on just a couple of settings. This gives me gain control over how much I want the voice amplified, how much I want the background muted or reduced, and ambient sound like music from Muzak playing in the background. Ambience, I have much more control with Dialogue Separator than I do with voice leveler or voice isolation. This one is only available inside Fairlight. But look at the control that this gives you to be able to precisely determine exactly how much separation you want between the voice and the background. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar on AI-powered tools in DaVinci Resolve 20. For the complete version of this online training, please visit our store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 386. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers a variety of software, and we update it multiple times each month. For more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks.